Now, the understanding that we've got is that the kid was supposed to be heading down to the rink sometime today to kind of check out the new surroundings. This has got to be like the first day of school, Razor.
Guaranteed he would have gone early to go and take a look at the locker room. You walk in there for the first time, you can't believe your lifelong dreams are about to happen.
And when you're looking around, I'm assuming, is he thinking the nameplate might be up there?
Oh, you're hoping, but, he's going to learn that those trainers don't miss very often. The jersey's ready. Your name has never looked so good as when it's on top of your stall. But what I remember, James, is the excitement, the nervousness, how scared you were. And then you're like, I'm in an NHL room. I can't believe this. It is the very best of feelings that you can have till you step on the ice the first time.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of our NHL 25 Be a Pro Goalie career. NHL 24 was one of the best series I've uploaded on this channel. You guys absolutely loved it. It was a blast making those every single day. Unfortunately, that series was cut short due to some game-breaking bugs that found their way into our save file. We were unable to make any progress on our superstar abilities and our zone abilities, plus any experience we were gaining from on ice activities was not affecting our overall rating. So it was rather annoying. I'm not going to sit here and talk about NHL 24 anymore. That game was riddled with bugs from start to finish, didn't get the updates it deserved, but alas, we are here with NHL 25. I will address the elephant in the room right off the start. You've probably seen it online. Unfortunately, Be a Pro did not receive any love once again. It is now 5 straight years with the same boring introduction to the game mode, the same garbage. We're out here in North Hockey Pond, whatever, finding the newest super. It's all boring. It sucks. It is what it is. I've gone ahead and simulated through all of that, simulated through the Memorial Cup. We got a random draft order, and now we are here putting on the jersey for the first time with our new team, the Vegas Golden Knights. So we had a simulated draft. Vegas picked me up. That's who our new team is. It's kind of cool. I'm not biased towards them at all. I don't love them. I don't hate them. It's a new opportunity. I did thoroughly like my time out in LA for NHL 24. Who knows? We'll maybe find our way back there for the start of, or at some point in our career. But for now, we're focused on trying to crack the roster here, simulating the Memorial Cup. You kind of got to prove your worth to the coach during preseason. So we'll be playing a preseason game here in this video. I'm looking forward to diving into a new series. It's always fun coming into this. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot about NHL 25 online and people's reviews and all sorts of stuff. I'm not going to sit here and spend too much time in this playthrough, giving you guys my thoughts or opinions. I've played a handful of hours now. What I can say, and I'll be brutally honest with you guys, is it does feel like they once again overpromised and severely underdelivered. It does seem like a DLC or an upgraded version of 24. I think that's a fair assessment. What I will say, I'll say 2 things, and that's it. If you guys are purely World of Chel players, please do yourself a favor and wait to buy the game until later this week when the official launch happens and there's a day 1 patch. World of Chel is completely broken. The store crashes your game. The menus disconnect you all the time. They got rid of matchmaking and regional matchmaking. The hockey iCUE system that they brought in for their AI just doesn't work. The defense quite literally stands still, or the goalies are just it's just a mess. So if you're a World of Chel only player, please wait. However, if you guys are purely offline players and enjoy the game modes there, even with Be a Pro not updating, I think you guys will really like this game. And I'm being honest, I've played a handful of offline games. It's great. First of all, franchise mode got a complete overhaul. It's streamlined. It feels great. The menus are awesome. It's a good playthrough. Be a Pro is what it is. But the gameplay itself is actually pretty good. Yes, it plays very, very, very similar to NHL 24, but there's a lot of nice additional things on top of it. First of all, offline, the hockey iCUE actually seems to be working pretty well. You at least see your defenders and your players getting into position. Their bodies are positioned better, focused towards either the puck or the net. The skate work is amazing in this game. Finally, some animations that actually look like they belong in the game and are somewhat realistic. You see edge work. You see people like moving their skates in a certain way to get around players, lifting their legs, moving the stick behind their back if they lose control of. There's a lot of really small, subtle things that just enhance what 24 had to offer. Plus, things like the new scoreboard. I hated the scoreboard in NHL 24. It's now fixed. It's now like a broadcast, smaller scoreboard that shows the shots, so we don't have to rely on the stupid animations at the top of the screen, or along the boards, rather. The replay system is fixed. It doesn't zoom in to the ice level where you can't even see the most part of your body and you don't know what the heck just happened. There's some nice subtle changes, and it plays pretty well that I think if you're an offline-only gamer, you'll actually like it. I'm being honest. But that's enough of what I think of 25. Experience it yourself. I've given you my early taste. If I didn't have access to this game, the deluxe version, thank you for, allowing me. I have access to it. I can give my review early. Probably wait. It looks like we got number 60 there, so we don't have to change our goalie helmet or number. We just put on, that's a beautiful new gold helmet that they've added for Vegas. So we'll rock that. We'll get ready to go into some preseason action. Simulating through the Mem Cup, you kind of have to prove that you belong on the team, so we do have to play through the preseason games. But it's going to be fun to dive in and experience what this new adventure has for us. Like I said, enjoy my time in LA. I know a couple of you guys were very fond of me playing LA and giving them kind of a little bit of a highlight to that team that maybe other coverages or other people wouldn't do. They were never my favorite team. It was randomly selected for me, but I did like it. If you guys are here only for LA content, I hope you guys still enjoy this one. Maybe we'll make our way back on LA at some point, but quick meeting with the coach here. Expectations as a 5th rounder. I think we actually got drafted lower this time than we did last year. I think we were like near 100 last time, and now we're like low 130s or something. We are getting the first game against the Ducks. We're playing on Superstar. Another fun feature randomly that showed up is you can see our guy rocking some long, flowing, beautiful, luscious Lord Farquaad from Shrek looking hair. I don't know what they did, but they added like 10 new hairstyles and beard options that just randomly have mechanics of their own. It's so funny online seeing people without their helmets and seeing what that hair does. It moves, it flows in the wind, it has a mind of its own. We're going to rock it at least for our first year. So it's some nice new hairstyles. You can see, I don't know why they did it. It was unnecessary, but heck, it's a cool feature. So let's dive into our first preseason matchup here in our young career against the newly rebranded. God, that Ducks logo and jersey look fire. I love it. Let me know if you guys agree. Also, shout out LA for a new gorgeous jersey as well. But right now, we're donning the gold. First taste of preseason action. I'm assuming we have the majority of our lineup. Not quite sure. Doesn't look like we have any key players hopping in here. And here we are into the T-Mobile Arena. So we weren't treated to any light shows for this one. We got the anthem instead. But I'm sure one cool thing about playing as Vegas is you'll get all those crazy light shows that they have before the game. One thing I do know that they did not fix, and I think it's because they don't see it as a bug, so you actually still have to change these every time you turn on your PS5. I've changed it in the main settings. I've changed it in my Be a Pro. I guess it's not a bug to them, but it's just annoying that I have to revert those every single time. But let's get in. I'm excited. Let's dive in. We'll turn the sound back on. And welcome to T-Mobile Arena for your first look at us in a Vegas Golden Knight jersey, trying to crack a opening day roster as a backup goaltender. Here we go. Mantha in. Gets it back to Stevenson, who gets it across just out of the reach of Anthony Mantha. The one thing that's always fun about hopping into a new team and a new series as we see Shea Theodore get that shot. They had the party started with a beautiful shot, top right corner. I'm not quite sure who's in net for the Ducks, but that's a beautifully placed shot. And I mean, if this is the start we're going to see for the rest of the year, I'm on board for that. A lot of bodies. I mean, Strome is just absolutely bodying Jones in front there. Poor Ducks in real life. They've got goaltending issues. I mean, their main goalie's out with an abdominal surgery. Who knows how long he'll be out for, but great start there. One shot, one goal. You'll love to see that. Not every day that happens in this game. Talk about a new format we're going to be doing for this video in just a sec, but one thing I was about to touch on was it's always fun having a randomized team And then especially, like, I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and yes, you guys can roast me in the comments. Toronto Maple Leafs, I get it. It's fine. Roast me all you want. But I know a lot more about the Eastern Conference than I do for the West. And similar to being on LA last year, being on Vegas is going to be fun because I know their brunt of their players. I know the big guys, you know, your Eichels, your Stones, all those dudes. But it's going to be fun to see their you know, bottom six core and their depth players and learning about them. And what's fun is you guys can let me know if I mispronounce somebody's name or if I say, hey, there's a rookie, but it's not actually a rookie. It's actually like an established player. I love that stuff, so keep that up. We also just got a brief glimpse of the one-timer mechanic that's in the game. So it's no longer just flick your stick up and you get an instant one-timer. You actually have to time it, and there's 3 stages. You either get a little target under your guy, a little fluffy shot almost finds its way in. Have to be sharp on that one. Not sure if you qualify that as a shot. They are. Okay. But yeah, the one-timer, you get a target under you. If you time it badly, it'll turn red like our player just did, and that means that either velocity or accuracy will be affected. Oh! Off the face-off, Seagrass comes around the corner, and we're able to just... Oh my gosh, what a turnover. Boys, please, help. Come on, White Cloud. So it doesn't look like we actually have a lot of our stars in this game, so it might be a little bit of a lopsided tilt. If you time the one-timer okay, it stays gray, and it'll just be like there's another red one. It'll be just a normal shot. And if you get that ever-coveted green one, your shot is going to the target very quickly. That thing is OP in this game, but it is kind of hard to time. Couple tough moments in front of our net. Got to touch the puck for the first time in our preseason career. Yeah, some of these guys I know. Like, Roy is probably the only person I know in our forward core. Theodore Rondberg. A lot of kids out in this first preseason game, as you would expect, trying to make an impression with their coach. Strome now. Ryan Strome tries to get in, and Denisenko. Okay, yeah, you said that you were getting rid of all those pesky own goals in front of the net where the player just skates it in. I guess we'll find out very quickly in this playthrough if that's true, or if we're going to be plagued by skaters skating it into their own net. One thing I will point out is I feel like the saturation in this game is a little off. I don't know if it's a little dull or what, but maybe you guys can notice in the recording or not. It seems like the colors just aren't quite where they need to be, so hopefully they tune that up as well. But anyway, let's talk about the format of the videos. So first thing you guys probably notice is I don't have a camera on. I've decided for the start of this playthrough anyway to turn it off. The reason for that is I've watched a number of sports video games content, and I think having it, especially for hockey, having the camera take up the bottom corner of your screen actually doesn't add any value. Like, yeah, you might get a couple funny reactions here and there, and if you guys actually want it back, let me know. But I think just having the full experience of like a broadcast-like experience for a hockey game is preferable to me. So let me know how you guys feel. That's what we're going to try for the first little bit. The second thing we'll try is, if you remember from last year's game, we had shorter periods. They were 3 or 4 minute periods, but there was 2 games per video. The problem I was running into is anytime you went into overtime or had longer drawn out whistles, the videos ran longer than an hour. And if you know anything about my, channel, I typically, especially for sports games, don't like the videos going over an hour because I feel like you lose viewing, the quality of viewing experience goes down the longer the video is. So I think for this game, we're going to increase the period time. So the periods are going to be about 7 minutes long, and we're going to have 1 game per video. So it should be about 30 to 45 minutes. Now this first episode might run longer just because of the draft and setup and all that stuff. But if we can keep these videos to 30 to 45 minutes, I think that'll be a much better viewing experience, especially since in our early career, we're going to be a backup. We're only going to get like 10 to 15 games probably max in our first season, unless we perform really well. Yeah, a couple changes to how we run our new career. Let me know how you guys think. I'm always willing to interact with you guys and offer suggestions. But anyway, let's get back in the game. We got a 1-0 lead here. Shots are 8-3 with 9 minutes left in this first opening period. And able to touch the puck is Denisenko. Oh, close one there. Roy now. Shea Theodore gets it back on his blue line. He'll pass it across to... Who tipped that? Denisenko. What a tip in front, just gets that one to drop down below the glove. And Grigory Denisenko is on the board here in the early preseason. Oh, he didn't even tip it down. He just got it off the tip of his blade. And that puck just went straight past the body of Jones in net. Oh my Lord. All right. All right, you love to see that. Let's go, baby. Also, another thing, I don't think I've touched on it in this video, but if I have, I'm still going to reiterate it. Look, Anaheim just had a beautiful new redesign of their jersey. I think the logo is incredible. Let me know what you guys think. They followed that up with quite arguably, in my opinion, one of the worst captain signings or picks, I think, ever, at least in the last 10 years. Look, nothing against the guy, but Radko Gudas, in what world is he your captain? He is garbage with the media. He only really offers hits. Yes, he's a great fantasy player if you're looking for that. But come on. Like, you've got guys like Cam Fowler and some young kids coming up. Like, you've waited this long. I know Ryan Getzlaf was your last captain. You probably have wanted one, but Radko Gudas? Interesting, to say the least. But I do love that jersey, though. I'm a big fan of orange. I'm a big fan of the logo. All right, face off in the just outside our offensive zone. 7 left here in the first period. So far, so good. Not a lot of action. Our players have held the majority of the play in the other end of the ice. Cotter now skating it through the neutral zone. Looking for a man come down the wing. He gets it across, but it's Dermott who picks it up and gets it to Leo Carlson. Vetrano now over to Ryan Strome. Poked away there by our defenseman. Little dipsy doodle. Vetrano looking to do the Michigan or something. No idea what's going on. Gets in front of Strome. Oh my gosh. And another couple big saves there. That's a good shift for the Vetrano line. Frankie Vetrano. He came over to our LA playthrough in the second year via trade, I believe. Back on the Ducks, obviously, as that's where he belongs in the real NHL. Yeah, so we really have nobody playing up front right now. Like, I don't see Stone, Eichel, Marchessault, Carlson, Corsair. He's a big body. He'll probably be playing in the bottom 6. Hutton probably will as well. Jones with a big save and a nice shot from Hutton in front. Getting used to all the names is definitely a challenge, but it's something that Look, you guys asked us a number of times in the 24 playthrough, and I answered it briefly. I've kind of had some time to think about it. A lot of you guys wonder how I get the game to be a little bit more realistic stat-wise. And what I mean by that is, you know, some people are like, oh, I've played full seasons, and in my games only have like 10 to 12 shots. How do you get 40 shots against you and 35 shots for your team? Things like that. And there's a couple reasons for that. The first thing I have to reiterate is I do not change sliders in this game. You guys are always like, what sliders are you on? I don't change them. Use the default gameplay sliders. The only ones I change are for penalties, and that's because EA doesn't know how to program penalties properly. So I like to make them less frequent. Like, a charge should only happen once in a blue moon, not every other play. So that's one thing. Second thing is change the length of your periods. If you're finding that a 3-4 minute defaulted state is too quick and you're only getting a couple shots per period and you want that experience, try 6 or 7 minutes. You'll notice a drastic difference, I promise you. Also, start your game on Superstar. Even if you think you're not good enough to play, I promise you the gameplay will be way better because the computers are at their best state. Even if they suck, they're still at their best state, and you'll learn to be a better player, and the game will be a little bit more quote-unquote realistic than playing on a shorter time and a less hard difficulty. Finally, let's not beat around the bush. NHL has cheesy goals existing in it for all time. If you're playing a forward, you're probably going to be scoring a lot of cheesy goals and be the goal leader every year for your entire career. Try and swap it up. Try to play a defenseman. Try to play goalie. The experience is really cool watching the computer dictate what happens in a game. It might not seem like fun. I promise you it is. As Leo Carlson streaks in. And we get a nice save there as Hutton did a good job to keep him to the outside, but a shifty Leo Carlson, I would say rookie, but I think he's in more of a sophomore era now. Yeah, just try it. You'd be surprised what the computers can do. Like, we're in the first period in a 7-minute period, and it's 12-10, 2-0. It's great. That's a great stat line. All right, I'm not liking these giveaways off the face-off. Okay, okay, cover it up, cover it up. Leo Carlson's kind of being a havoc right now in front of my net. I don't want to give him too many opportunities. All right, face-off to the left, Roy now. It'll be interesting to see what Anaheim does in real hockey. They got some Minchikov, you saw him right there. He's a good blue liner. You got McTavish, Zegras, who kind of is injury prone and, to be honest, has fallen off a little bit harder than I thought he would. But you got some guys there that I think can make a difference. It's just a matter if they get good goaltending, which is a struggle for them right now, and defense. If they can put those together, I feel like they might be okay. But, well, they got Radko Gudas leading them now, so we'll see how that translates. First period of our preseason campaign in the books. Pretty good one here from the boys. Some rookies stepping up and getting some early goals. 2-0 for the Vegas Golden Knights as we head to period number 2 at T-Mobile Arena, one of the best venues in all of hockey. All right, let's go, boys. Another big period. We love the effort so far. Marchessault. Okay, so Marchessault is playing, and so is Stevenson. So, not quite sure we didn't see more of this top line playing for us right now than we did, but I don't hate that the coach is giving some rookies some opportunity as Mantha now. Anthony Mantha looking for a player. He's a big boy. Marchessault now gets it on net. Jones covers that one up easily. Another thing I'm looking to see is how the coach interacts with the goaltending in 25. Because if you remember in 24, there were so many opportunities where we were like in the offensive zone in a 1-goal game where we need a goal, and we just never, ever, ever got pulled. I'm really hoping they fix that, because that was such a... Like, I don't care if you get pulled in a 2 or 3 goal game, but if it's a 1-goal game and you have possession in the other zone, please pull me. Like, oh, here we go. Oh my God, we're so slow. We're so slow. Use your speed. It's going to be... All right, so some of our weekly training sessions might have to go into skating speed there. That was kind of embarrassingly slow. So a little cross check there by Leo Carlson on White Cloud, and that's who's sitting for 2. We got a power play opportunity. Cotter taking the face off. So yeah, even on our power play, we're going with the young kids. I like that a lot, actually. Stetcher now gets it back, and he gets it to Adam Henrique, who also played a huge part in our LA campaign when he came over. Probably one of the best trade pickups I've ever had in to be a pro. That guy was lethal. I don't even know how. He was just so good for our season 2 in LA. Came in at the trade deadline in season 1, was basically our top line centerman because we had injuries and we traded away Kopitar and everybody else. Season 2, he was a third line, then came second when injuries happened. The guy was just a unit. We go face off now. There should be, what, a minute and a half left in the penalty? I called that perfectly. I mean, that could be close to a penalty. I know that went up over the bench, but he had that up high quickly. A lot of whistles in this one. What's the Gila Monster's name? If anybody is a Vegas fan or knows Vegas at least, what is the Gila Monster's name? I'm pretty sure it's a Gila Monster, which is like a... Oh! Where'd he go? He's still getting out. Big hit there to send. I don't even know who got sent into the boards there. Full pressure relieved with that hit. Oh my gosh. Was that Marchessault who just went flying into his bench? Oh man, that's funny. Hutton now. Up to Anthony Mantha. The big forward looking across Marchessault with the toe drag, and a beautiful save there by Jones. Marchessault again, getting it back. It's going to be White Cloud who tries to find Mantha, and it will just squeak out as Hutton is unable to hold that puck into the offensive zone. Big save there by Martin Jones. Keeps his boys in this one. Is that Martin Jones? I feel like Martin Jones is on the Leafs. Am I crazy for thinking that? Is that another Jones? I don't even know who's on Anaheim anymore. Like, I know they got that young kid, starts with a D, whatever his name is, but I think he's injured. Somebody just had ab surgery. It's not a good look for them out there. Here we go, Mantha now. God, he looks huge in this game. I know he's a big boy, but he looks like a monster right now in this early going of this game. Power play is about to expire. Not a lot of looks, to be honest. The one really good one there. Marchessault seeing if he can hop around. White's going to corral this puck. Gets that up to Stetcher. Stetcher held along the boards with help coming in from Marchessault. I don't know who that Rajberg guy is. Stetcher looking for an outlet. He'll just go for a skate. Finds it in Frankie Vetrano. Frankie Vetrano over to Grolu. Don't know how to pronounce that either. Ronberg. Interesting. Back in front to Denisenko, who had a top corner open. Great block in front. 14 left in the second period. Shots are 17-12. Not a lot of action on this second period so far. Zellweger now. Gets that up to Reinstrom, who looked to me like he was a little bit offside, but able to make a save on him in the corner. Big hit out in front. Oh, my Lord. Uh-oh. Big save on Frankie Vetrano as full pressure for the Ducks amounts. Also, that full pressure system needs to be removed from the game. I don't know how you had it enter 24. It got the worst reception ever of any mechanic. It never worked. Then they finally got it into an okay position by the end of NHL 24. And then now in 25, it's somehow they said they've removed any puck ragging or skating with the puck out of it, so that doesn't generate it. But now it seems like a fluffy shot or just a simple hit will give you full like we've had what, 6 full pressures already and we're halfway through this game? That's a little absurd. They need to fix it or just remove it. Get it out of the game. It sucks. Demick now looking for a man behind, goes all the way to Whitecloud. Cataford in front to Demick, so you get to look at some really young guys here. Full pressure again. Whitecloud in front. It's going to be Minchikov getting that up to Frankie Vetrano. Carlson now gets it back for Vetrano, who's almost out of gas. Zellweger on the blue line tries to just get it down. It's going to be Cataford. Gets it up to Shea Theodore. So Anaheim's got the young defenseman of Minchikov. I think that's how you said it, Minchukov. And Philly's got the new rookie of Michkov, who in this preseason, at the time of this recording, looks like an absolute menace out there. I cannot believe teams passed up on him and he went, what, 6th overall? That kid looks insane. All right, Frankie Vetrano at the end of his shift, looking to try and get a final shot before he heads off. Gustafsson now. Burst of speed down the right side, gets in front, and it's going to be Stetcher once again with a good stick. I'm going to play this puck if I can. Please don't put it in. That was risky, but I trusted my defenseman to not put that one in the back of the net. Stevenson with a nifty little play. Not a lot of high-scoring chances here in the second period at all, to be honest. We had one really good one look in front. Zegras takes a clapper low. Duck that one into the corner. 7:20 left on the clock here in the second period. Big hit there by, who was that, Stevenson? Marchessault now. Back in front, Mantha. And we got another power play as Travis Dermott will get called for interference. So Anaheim a little bit on their back foot there, chasing the puck just a bit. And the big boys that are playing for, yeah. You can see the edge work there by Stevenson, though. So cool to see. Just tracking the puck, body facing it. Instead of just skating forward, he turns and uses the edges. And as a result, gets rewarded with a power play. Let's see if the boys can't find one here. Last power play didn't look the greatest. Win there. Big one. Denisenko now. Whitecloud. Misses. And Lundstrom is going to get this one cleared for Anaheim as he goes through for a skate. Some good work here on the penalty kill. Gets a shot high. Stings off the shoulder in front. Short-handed opportunity now for Anaheim. We just have to close our legs, and oh my gosh. A mad scramble to find that puck in front of me. Just trying to smash the triangle button to cover up. And a great shift there. I mean, that's dangerously close to boarding. Hopefully they haven't dumbed down the penalties too much, because as much as I hated seeing so many in 24, I don't want to see too little for dangerous plays. I mean, Anaheim's already had a couple here, so full pressure now for the penalty kill team. Just got a piece of that. See, that's why the pressure system does not make sense. We're on a power play. Yes, they got a good look. But if you've ever watched a hockey game, EA, A penalty kill team that gets a shot and an opportunity probably is still playing on the back foot a little bit. I know it's possible, but it happens all the time in this game. Henrique now. Henrique up to Grohl. How do you say that? Groulx? I'm guessing the X is probably an ooh sound at the end, or silent. Theodore now to Denisenko. Denisenko with a good backhander on net. Good save by Jones. Adam Henrique once again. He's just going to clear this one all the way down. We're going to have to regroup for another opportunity. Theodore gets this one up to Stevenson, who's fresh on the ice. Denisenko over to Mantha. Big boys on the ice now. I say big boys. It's not even Vegas' best players. Mantha. And another good stick to clear this one down the ice. Not able to come out of my net in time to play it. We'll just leave this one for the boys to handle. Mantha now. Gets a big hit and bad change for Anaheim. 3-on-0. Oh man, that's what you do with it. Oh my gosh. I would love for one game just to see someone do like a between the legs shot deke or something. Like anything besides just a whiff and then a garbage backhanded shot. Crowd's loving this early preseason hockey. Hockey's back, folks. 5 minutes left, 10 seconds left on this power play. 2-0 game still. I mean, I don't want to say that I've been playing good because it's kind of been easy, but you'll take a 2-0 lead at this point in the game with 20 shots in your first action. Trying to impress the coach. Stevenson, back to Whitecloud. Gets a backhand pass to Hutton. And a tip in front. Mantha sends it wide. Stetcher now. Gets the puck up to Dermott, who's out of the box. Vinchikov. Marchessault up to Whitecloud, who gets it up to Mantha. Mantha now. He has Stevenson going to the net. One leg down. Nice shot. And, I mean... Oh, Jones is down and out. Oh, and there's a green shot. And you can see how hard that fires. I mean, Jones has looked absolutely on fire since that second goal went in. Big saves for Anaheim here. And what a play. And the man that we've been talking about. Oh, man. What a blast. What a play. First of all, great save on the other end for Jones. You got Henrique coming in. It's going to be Zegras who just lobs this to the center. And it's a one-timer that just blasts its way past me. Good play there by Zegras. Waits for Henrique to get in position. Goes down to the one knee and just fires that far side. And he just absolutely just pulls my pants down. And that's a young goaltender who's rated 70 overall with 79 glove low. Just didn't time it right. I felt like I was in okay position, maybe a little bit deep in my crease, given when the pass happened. A perfectly placed one-timer, and the Ducks claw back 2-1 hockey game with 2:50 left in the second period. Give it to them. That was a hell of a play. Leno now, streaking in. Mayo with the puck, up to Mantha. This line has been all over the ice. Haven't really found anything to show for it as, once again, Jones robs. I feel like Stevenson and Marchessault have had so many chances and just can't bury one yet. Vetrano now, Frankie in. Another clear to the corner, and you love the rebound control on that one. Nothing in the middle of the ice. And a good play there by Mayo to stick lift Frank Vetrano in front. Up the ice to Marchessault. Across to Roy. The veteran gets a shot on Jones. He's able to corral that one on the crest. We'll have a whistle with 1:01 left in the second period. Man, T-Mobile Arena really likes Sandstorm, man. Play this every frickin' whistle we get. Dermott now. Former Leaf Travis Dermott. Whitecloud steals on one. Darren Denisenko in front. There is no way that puck just stayed out of the net. What a play. Tries to tuck it in off both posts and stays out. There's no way. Oh my gosh. Well, we just about had a 3-1 game. Instead, Jones able to find that puck, bounce it off both posts. Vinchikov now up to Dermott, who finds Vetrano. Ryan Strome, one of the Strome brothers. I think, is this the one that recently signed a big contract for them, or is that the other one? I can't remember which Strome. Dylan Strome's in Washington, I think, still. Ryan is on Anaheim, has been for a long time. I can't remember if it was him who re-upped his contract or what, but we got a 2-1 hockey game with 30... Why do I keep saying 30 minutes? 20 minutes left. Third period. There we go. Shots are 33-23. Pretty good start here. Let's just keep our head down. Focus up. Show the coach that we mean business. White Cloud now gets that over to Marchessault, who finds Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson down the right wing. Gets it to Marchessault in front. And another good save by Jones. He's having a hell of a game. Carlson now over to Strome. Back to Carlson. Leo Carlson. The big man. The big, young, talented man. Theodore. I mean, Stevenson is getting a little carried away with these on-the-knee shots. Guy's going down on every shot he takes, trying to find anything to beat a really hot Jones right now. Big hit by Carlson in the open ice. All right, face-off opportunity. Marchessault now finds it back to Theodore, who finds White Cloud. Gets the puck on net. That one's trickling in. He does not have it. Where is it? And Jones lays on top. You can see the Gila Monster's reaction. I want to know what his name... Hello? What just happened to Jones? My man just had his head dinged off twice by the crossbar. I will say, it's something I talked about last year. I do like that the crowd seems a little more diverse with their jerseys. Not that it's that great, but you see some red Vegas shirts. You see some shirts that say Vegas. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Please do not take that puck in front of the net. Dermott now loses the puck and it'll squirt out as Henrique comes off the ice. Off the bench, sorry, onto the ice. Adam Henrique, the goal scorer for Anaheim. I feel like Adam Henrique is going to haunt us this year. He was such a good addition at LA last year. Oh, Stevenson, take your time and dangle. White Cloud now back in front of Mantha. And gosh, this Jones guy is just hot as hell. Mantha in front. 39 shots against this goaltender, and he is just holding firm. 39, 2 goals. Goal hasn't come since the first period. This guy is just holding the fort. Henrique relieves the pressure, skates it through the neutral zone. Adam Henrique looking for a man in front. Finds that man back with Zellweger. Puck bounces in front. I was out of position. Thank God that guy didn't get the puck. Oh my gosh, what a block by Theodore as the one-timer was a success. But thankfully, he just ate a bullet to the leg. Tracy now loses the puck up to Roy. Roy finds Ronberg. Ronberg now having a pretty solid game for the young man. Gets in, passes. Holy, what a workhorse. Tracy now gets that puck up to Nestorenko. Gets that over to Gruel. Gruel tries to find Nestorenko again, but it's picked off. Here we go. Another complaint I have, but I've had this complaint since he was added to the game, is I cannot stand James Sapolsky's casting. You probably noticed I've turned the commentation. I don't like it off because I find that I want something there, but I've turned it way down so we can kind of do some play-by-play over top of it. Ronberg now back to Hutton. Mantha, Hutton. Jones once again just making it look easy, to be honest. Like, these aren't terrible placed shots, and his glove is just always there. Big hit by Dermott on Stevenson. Holy rockage. Up to 41. Kind of another quiet period for us in net. We just got to stay composed. Take every shot by shot because it's going to be coming few and far in between now. Boys are looking good up there. Need one more for that insurance marker. Mantha. Back to Hutton. Who gets to Marchessault and finds Mayo. Mayo streaking in. Jones will corral that puck. At this point, Jones is going to have a 50 save night. My lord. Time on attack, we're up by over 3 minutes. That's how dominating this performance has been. Yet, the story I gotta say is the goaltending. Here we go, Mayo. Wins that back to Hutton. And that's a bad giveaway. Vetrano now as he has Strome streaking past. And our defense are caught. I think Strome should have taken that one in. I mean, that's an okay play, but Strome beat the defenseman. He had a one-on-one. I'm not the greatest when it comes to breakaways, especially when my character is not very high overall. But we'll take that save. Vetrano now. He gets hit along the blue line. Marchessault. Okay, is Jones got cheat codes on? Like, he was over before that puck even passed. How did he know this dude is? I'm telling you, that IQ learning works really well offline. You got a goaltender who has just read the play perfectly, and he just keeps getting better and better. Theodore over to White Cloud, back in front to Ronberg, and a flash of leather, and he plays it out under full pressure. The man is as confident as anybody right now. Ronberg. Look alive, brother. White Cloud. White Cloud behind the net. He'll go for a skate. He'll try and get it into the neutral zone. He'll pass it across. You got Ronberg over again to Denisenko. Denisenko. Ronberg. And a glorious save there again. Up to 45 shots in the game for Vegas against Jones. Dermott. Across to Lindstrom. White Cloud. Behind the net. Up into Denisenko. We got a new task for 2 times experience to shut them down. Right now, my team's kind of doing that for us. But we got to look alive when the opportunities come, because you've seen some turnovers. You've seen Henrik and Lundstrom in on the action. Right there, a nice short side shot. Just able to corral that one into the corner. Whew. Some good action here in this first preseason game. Feels, I know both lineups aren't complete, but it feels pretty good. Oh, changed direction on me. I almost went to the right. Top line back out for Vegas. We have 6:30 left in this third period. Tracy loses the puck. It gets squirted free to Hutton. Ben Hutton over to Marchessault, who gets it up to Mantha. Finds Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson in. And Jones is approaching 50 shots against. Approaching 50 saves. He needs, what, 6 more shots for a 50 save effort in this one. Hits are in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. Big physical game early. Mantha. Kick that one back to Hutton, who gets it across to Marchessault. And now you can see some structure coming out of the Anaheim Ducks. Defense! Jones down. Oh, he's on his butt, makes the save! This guy's on fire. This guy is the best goalie in the league. 47th shot, and he's on his butt and makes it look easy. What? Zellweger now. Behind the net for Hutton. Loses the puck, and now you got some Anaheim pressure, and a good stick lift there by Mantha as it squeaks past Leo Carlson's stick. Oh my lord, we are seeing some masterclass goaltending coming out of Jones. Minchikov now tries to dangle behind the back at the blue line. That never works in NHL games. Stop trying. Mantha now. Back to Stevenson, who fires on net, and Travis Dermott has had a pretty solid game. Frank Vetrano. Woo, that had some... Oh, no! Oh, the rebound off the boards goes right back to Strome, and he feeds Leo Carlson. Oh, no. What an unfortunate bounce. Look at that bounce right back to him. And we're deep. Oh, we're in the butterfly. We don't read the pass across. Out of position slightly and unable to stretch. We do, just barely. And Leo Carlson will tie this game up at 2. And you're getting a full 60 minutes of nonstop hockey here, folks. 2-2 at the 56-52 mark of the game. Damn. What an unlucky bounce. I almost wish my guy gloved that. Oh, dang. All right. Well, the boys are still pressuring. 2:25 left in this third period. Tied hockey game. Pretty close to next goal wins territory. Up to Dermott. Burst of speed here. Maybe some energy after that late goal. Oh, that hurts the heart. That's just an unlucky bounce that I didn't see it. I didn't read that that's what was going to happen. And unfortunately, they made me pay. Oh, is Zegras hurt? No, he looks okay. Got back up. That was a big hit. Right in front, back to Mayo. Big shot. And Jones stands tall once again. 48 shots in the game. 55.8 seconds. Whew. I haven't done one of these NHL videos in about 5 months. my throat is feeling it. Come on, boys. Look alive. Stay with it. Leo Carlson, the man who scored for Anaheim. Down the right side, loses the puck. I'm gonna play this one over to White Cloud. Hopefully he makes the right play. He does. Up to Anthony Mantha. Oh no. Frank Vetrano. Whew. Tries to pick that short side. We're gonna hold on to this one and just keep everything a little calm, a little slowed down. No need to make the wrong play and get it picked off and then the back of the net. 36-7 on the clock. Face off goes in the way of Vegas thanks to Denisenko coming in and helping pick it up. 30 seconds left. Back behind the net and left for Roy. Roy now over to Ronberg. The kids are on the ice. Well, kids plus the old timer of Roy. Woo! That is not a 40. That's a 49th shot. 13 seconds left. We almost have a 50-shot game going as we're looking ahead either to end it here or send it into overtime. Time on attack, 8 minutes to 4:08. Unbelievable first. This is preseason. Stetcher now. Across to Vetrano. White Cloud. 7 seconds left. Can we have a late game heroics? 49 shots is all it's going to be as we head to the end of regulation into our first look at 3-on-3 overtime. Something I'm not overly comfortable with. A lot of breakaways can happen, and that's the hit that sent Zegras absolutely on ass over tea kettle. And there's your stats through 60 minutes of hockey. Not a bad game from us. 25 saves. Not much I could do really on either of those plays. One tip, one pretty much perfect seamed pass after garbage bounce off the boards. And we're headed to overtime. Here we go. Marchessault now. Oh no, Zegras strips the puck. And Strome has, and this is what I was talking about. I'm gonna dive. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, man. I literally called it. I called it. I called a breakaway is going to happen, and in the first 12 seconds of this hockey overtime period, Strome comes in, we make the diving play, we hit it, we time it perfectly, but it goes to the right instead of forward, and it goes right on Trevor Zegras' stick. Like, I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh, it couldn't, and he almost hits Strome. It couldn't have been a bigger gift. Probably should have tried to play for the shot. Little frustrated with the slam of the stick, but I mean, I called that. I called 3-on-3, you get way too many breakaways. And it happened within the first 10 seconds. And hey, you got to give credit to Jonesy there. I mean, it wasn't quite 50 shots, but it was a 47 save effort from the Tendy in our first preseason action. We'll pick up the 1 point in preseason, doesn't really matter. What an unfortunate way to end, but what a start to this series, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, as long as you give it your best effort. We gave it our best effort.
I get it.
Shut up, James Cebulski.
Looked a little overwhelmed. Maybe a little stage fright playing in his first
You watch your
NHL
tone with me, sir.
game. But let's
All right.
not
Well,
rush
we're going to go see if... So, it depends how many preseason games we get. I will probably play one more. I don't know if I'll do it on recording, because I would love to get started with the regular season. How did you feel the first preseason game? I mean, felt good. It was good to get out there. We do want to start putting in some more star options. But I think for now, I mean, it's true. It felt good to be out there. It's good to be back, baby. Look at that luscious frickin' hair growing out of my head. Oh, my Lord. All right. Not a bad showing. We'll take it. Lots to work on. Lots to improve. Coach hopefully gained a little bit of trust that we can stop the puck. What do we got here? So we're not playing against Calgary. Coach looks like he's talking to us, which might indicate another start coming up here soon. You're doing well, but no, you can do better. I don't have any doubts putting on you roster. Yep, makes sense. I'm not going to overpromise because that's a shutout, but we will try and win the next game. So we are getting either the next or one of the next games. It looked like the calendar showed a back-to-back, so it just depends if we'll get the start or the second half. I think we might play this game off recording. And the next video we have, I think we'll dive right into the regular season. So are we playing against the Sharks? We aren't. So we're getting the back-to-back the second half, which... Wait a minute. That's weird. See, that's why this whole game mode needs an overhaul. We got a coach's challenge to win the next game. We don't get either of the back-to-back. So I guess it means my next game, which, sure, you're giving me Edmonton, aren't you? You're not. Do I even get a next game? It's going to be against the Kings? Oh, we're doing that on recording. We're playing against the Kings next game. All right, perfect. So this might be the final preseason game we see. I wasn't going to do it on recording, but it's going to be against our old last game team, the Los Angeles Kings, with their beautiful, beautiful new old school jersey. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the first video in our 25 series. I hope you guys like it. I hope you're ready for a really fun playthrough. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when all of these videos drop. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. It's a blast. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, take care of yourself, and we'll catch you back here in the next episode. Bye, guys.